So this is honestly one of the techniques that people love it the most. I call it the figure-8 to infinity. And beyond! It's kind of like the spinal decompression. You start on the spine. Same thing. Shoulder down, look forward, the head is relaxed. Scoop the tissue on top of the spine. You can either do it like many of my techniques I'm presenting, dry, or you can do it with oil. We'll start dry because I like to do it dry first. You can mobilize stuff. So start on the spine, scoop, but your one hand is scooping at the bottom or at the top. It's kind of doing, I'll show it without them actually doing it. So there, forward, turn, and do a figure-8. You can do it throughout the whole spine, but whenever you do it, you can hit trigger point with kind of like karate chop style with the edge. Remember, your finger is to count money, you know? It's not to hit those trigger point and fuck up your thumbs, all right? So scoop, move one hand and don't press down. Scoop with your hand, with the palm. So you're scooping, other hand scooping, so you're kind of twisting the fascia. So scoop, relax your shoulders, bicep is straight, and then move and shift with your hips. Dance with it, all right? So this is pretty, well, superficial if I could say that. And then you can go through the whole spine. So scoop, one hand up, one hand down, and move and move. And if you notice, I am not using my shoulder and my bicep. I'm using my hips and I'm rotating. So this is not so important when you're superficial because you can just do it pretty light pressure and just scooping the tissues around the spine and mixing and mashing the superficial fascia. But let's say you want to hit a couple of trigger points here and there, or hit deeper postural muscle, right? So same thing, but I would slow down a lot more. Good thing takes times, all right? So scoop, one hand up, one hand down. There's no particular order. I like to do like left hand up and right hand down, but nothing's stopping you going this way. It's just for me, it's easier like this. Shoulder down, look forward, use your hip. Kind of like you're doing martial arts. So you're scooping, you're hucking everything, and use your hip. And now that's a lot deeper. Like you see my clients reacted a little bit. That was a little bit fast, but let's say scoop, up and down, and lean, and I'll show you the difference, all right? Now I'm using my bicep and my shoulders. So boom, you see how difficult it looks like for me? It's so hard. The maximum efficiency technique, all right? Channel that inside of you. So boom, hook, relax your shoulder, arm more or less straight, hook the fascia, the tissues, use your hip. You see, it's a hip motion. And if you bend your knees, keep your arms straight, you're getting that nice step. And I'm not using pecs, shoulder, I am twisting with my body. And same thing, I would do that the whole spine all the way down. Now I'm going a little bit fast, but if I would do it the real speed, hook, relax your shoulder, squat down, twist with your hips, and get that nice step. And if you notice, it's mainly this part of my hand. If I want to hit, let's say I feel a trigger point here, I'm not using my finger, I'm not doing the figure-8 with my finger. I'm scooping with the edge. See, this part or this part, the bony structures of your wrist. Boom, scoop, use your hip, and relax your shoulder, look forward, shoulder down, wear the crown, and use your hip. Shout out to Wasa. She taught me this saying, and I'm like, nah, I gotta keep saying it. And good thing takes time, so take your time, especially for more deeper work. And boom, scoop, and move down, and keep looking forward. Feel with your hands, see with your hands, you know, and feel with your eyes. Maximum efficient technique. So you guys, now we have the spine here. So that's what I meant by hooking and not pressing down. So let's say you're pressing down, you're on the spinous process here, and you're pressing down. Look how uncomfortable that is. And that's like someone that doesn't even have thoracic ribs and muscles. So what I meant by that is you want to hook on the tissues. You don't push, you're hooking on the transverse here, and then you're pushing and doing the figure 8. And same thing for spinal decompression. So spinal decompression, you're hooking on here, and then arm straight, shoulder down, and lean forward. You're not pushing down, you're hooking. You see this motion? I'm hooking the fascia there, and I'm just on top of it. I'm not pressing down and pushing it away. And you can do that onto the whole spine. And that's why I call it spine decompression. Maximum efficient technique.